What's going on YouTube? Pistol Pete here. So I got a really cool one for you today. This one is pretty unique. It comes from China. It's one of the underground Chinese knives, but this one doesn't look like a clone or like a counterfeit. This one's looks like an original piece from I guess a Chinese designer. Um, and again, guys, I don't like I said when I do it on purpose. I know people always, hey, where's the link? Where's the link? I get these through vendors. I purchased through two vendors on AliExpress. And once I started buying through them, I told them I did YouTube reviews and stuff like that. And they start hitting me up through email privately. Hey, check out this one. Do you want to buy this one or do you want this one? They message me privately. So these aren't on their site. So I can't send you a link to the site because it's not on there. So I'm not trying to hide anything or I'm not trying to, keep anything to myself. I know one is South Hill Outdoors is one the gentleman, and there's another one too that email me, and ask me when I want some of these things. And again, they're not on the site, so you can always try to reach out to them, if you want one of these knives. And a lot of times they go through it's like everything else, like they either go through um, revisions or they go through different knife designs at months at a time. So a lot of times these aren't even available anymore. You can ask and see, but a lot of times they do batches like 100, 200, 250, and then once they're sold out, they're sold out. So it's not something that you can always get all the time. It's not like a highly mass manufactured knives that kind of do runs just like anyone else, just like Work Tough does, just like a lot of these smaller knife companies, not like, of course, you got Cold Steel and all these that have to do mass production, but these ones are more like they do it in batches. So you got to get it when they come available. With that being said, it has a funny name. I don't know why they named it that, but I guess maybe it translates a little differently. But the translation for this knife is called the Big Butcher Boy, and that's Boyi, but Butcher Boy. Um, and let's just get into it. Let's get into it. I gotta show you this freaking thing, dude. Look at this freaking beast. Damn, this thing is humongous. It's an awesome. You know me, I'm a sucker for clip points, and this is a clip point. Just absolutely beautiful. So first, we'll start off with the sheath. Just get that out of the way. So you do have uh here holes for eyelets for attachments, so you attach everything. It does come with a little tech lock. I mean, it's okay. It's just a cheaper one. It's not the actual brand name, but it's just their version of a tech lock. But it works fine. I mean, it's a decent sized belt loop. I mean, it's not too big, but you do have a thing where you can little notches where you can make it bigger if you want to. So that works good. Or you can take that off. It's just some you see there, it's just some Phillips screws. Take that off and put whatever you want on. Put your own thing. Put a leather backing, whatever you want to do. If you're going to put this on a pack or to whatever you're going to attach it to. But my opinion, it's a super well done Kydex sheath. I mean, well, look at that. I mean, just molded perfectly. No issues at all. Check this out. This big ass knife, no rattle. I mean, you could rock this inverted. It ain't coming out. I mean, this thing is in there, in there. You got a nice little thumb wrap here in the Kydex. So for pushing it off, I mean, like I said, the fit and finish, the tightness of that this goes into, you hear that? Look at that. Nothing, no rattle at all, at all. This thing is just locked in position when it's in there. I mean, I would even go as far as rocking this inverted because I don't think this will come out. I mean, even though it's so heavy and such a big knife, but just perfectly done Kydex sheath. In my opinion, it's up there with all the best of them. So let's check this out. Real quick, listen to this audible click too. That's how you know it locks in. When you can hear that pop, man, that thing is in there. But anyways, let's get into the knife. Check this bad boy out. Love it. Absolutely love this freaking thing. Look at this freaking thing. And I'll demonstrate for you in a little bit, but this thing came absolutely freaking razor sharp. It is a fingerprint collector because it is a polished satin finish. But on this side, you got the emblem, the Bison. That's the brand name, Bison, on this one. And then the DC53 steel, which the steel it is, which is an awesome steel. It's like D2, but more premium. It's just a higher end D2. Let's go over the specs. I am going to put the specs here so you can see them right here. You can pause it if you want to go over every little thing, but I'm going to go over the main points here on this. So again, this is all Chinese measurement, so it's going to be millimeters. When I say that Chinese, but it's not going to be the standard. It's going to be millimeter. So that being said, total length is 502 millimeter. Blade length is 315 millimeter. Blade width, the blade width is uh 67 millimeter. Blade thickness is 5.7 millimeter, which is pretty damn thick. You know, it's like right under 6 millimeter, which is almost a quarter inch. So a little bit thinner than a quarter inch, which you probably want that a little bit thinner anyway. So because it's such a big ass knife, you don't want a big, super heavy knife. And this is fairly heavy, but it's not really that. Be surprised, it's not that cumbersome or that like tiring to me. It doesn't feel that way. And again, went over it's DC 53 steel. You got G10 handle scales that said mill to help with slickness, so it is kind of tacky feeling because of that mill work they did on the G10, which to me is absolutely beautiful. They are removable, so you just take out these little, what are they, hex? Yeah, little hex or stars. I can't really see, my eyes are pretty bad right now. But you can remove those if you want to get some Carol custom scales. You might have to send this to them though, so you can make them perfect. But you can get some pretty bitchin' scales for it. It is full tank construction, as you can see there. Nice little back pummel part. It's vacuum oil, deep cold, heat treated. It says twice quenched, so they do it twice to get the hardness. And the hardness of this, the Rockwell hardness, is 59 to 60 HRC, and the total weight is 980 grams. 980 grams. So if you want to convert all that yourself, you guys can, you know, see all the little measurements. But that's what this is. I love it, dude. I love the fullers. You know, I wish the fullers a little bit wider and a little bit deeper would have been cool. But in my opinion, it still looks freaking awesome, man. It still just looks bitch. And I love that big, huge, swooping clip point. And you see how it stays thick all the way up, all the way to the tip. It gets a little bit thin at the tip. We're going to test it out, though. We're going to put this through the paces and see how it holds up and see if anything bends, breaks, chips, folds, or rolls. I have a feeling it's going to do great. I mean, this thing is just awesome, man. Look at this freaking beast. Absolutely freaking beautiful. And this whole thing came, is got to be careful with this thing because it came as a freaking sharp ass razor blade. All the mill work, all the grind work is just perfect. I mean, you can't tell where the G10 and the steel start. It's just smooth. Everything's super well contoured. I do like how they put this little bird's beak flare here because it's not too aggressive, so you can get back and choke and it's not going to smash your pinky all up. It's just perfect enough to where you keep it in your hand. Also have the guard here, this integrated guard, so if your hand's sliding up, it doesn't go into the blade at all. You do have a choil, a little tiny, kind of a small half choil, but it works perfectly for something like this. So you can get nice and close up to the edge. I mean, this is a beast. I don't know if you're doing close work, but you can do close work. We're going to do it too right now when I demonstrate. Just awesome. Just freaking awesome, man. I love everything about this knife. I love everything about this knife. And the grinds. Look at the grinds on this freaking thing. Look at that. Look how beautiful that looks. Man, absolutely freaking love it. Love it. And you know me, I love big knives. I collect big knives. I mean, this right up my alley. And it said it's not too, it doesn't feel too heavy or too cumbersome in the hand. It feels like you can still do, you know, not fatigue yourself out too bad with this thing for the size of it. It's huge. And let's show you some sharpness. This thing came razor sharp. What the hell? Look at this thing. One pass up. I didn't. You guys, a lot of it fell off right now. Damn, but you guys can see. Let's see if I pick it up here. One pass. You can see right there. One pass. One pass. I didn't have to scrape. Look how sharp that shit is. Look at that. Hopefully it's coming through there on the camera, but all the hair. Freaking razor sharp, scalpel sharp. So, all right, guys, enough talk. Let's take this bad boy out and swing it around. See how it holds up. Let's start this party off with some bottle cuts. Just a fun thing to do, you know? Always cool, especially in slow. Take out the sheath here. Look at this thing. This bad boy. Love it. All right. Let's do it. Oh, check this out. Woo. Thing is razor. Look at that. All right, we did one. Now let's see if we can get through all three of these. The handle did get kind of wet to see if it's slippery, but it's still kind of tacky in there. So, all right, let's give it a try. All right, I'm gonna try to get through all three here. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, boy. Fairly easy. Nice. Let's do some cardboard processing. See how easy it slices cardboard up. So it is fairly thin behind the edge, if you guys can see there. It's not super thick behind the edge, so I think it's going to be fairly slicey, you know, for size of freaking this beast. Look at that. It's monstrous freaking boo. I love it. I love stuff like this. And guys, let me show you real quick. Easy to get around. I mean, it's very nimble in hand. I mean, you guys seeing that? I mean, it's not too like unwieldy. I mean, you could still, this would be one hell of a fighting blade, man. All right, get back to it here. Shaving it, look at that. Very, very easy. Circled it around. Man, like butter, like butter. This sucker came, like I said, it came razor, razor, razor sharp. Man, a little bit of piercing here. Yeah. Man, sucker's bad. Love it. Love it. All right, let's do some 4-foot drops and some hard downward throws and see if the handle scales come loose or if the tip bends or anything happens with this bad boy. All right, let's see here. Yeah. Boing, 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 boing. Nice little spring to it there. Oh, man, it's in there. Woo! Ugh. One more time. Man, drops like an arrow. All right, let's do some hard downward throws here. Ooh. Bam, this thing's hard to get around. Ugh. Bam. Look at that. What a beast. Ugh. Man, all right, one more time. Boom. Look at that. What a freaking beast. All right, let's check out. Ugh. Yeah. All right, anything coming loose? Nope, handle scales in there nice and tight. Tip, straight as a freaking arrow, even with the little boinging, bing, 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 bing. Thing is holding up pretty good so far. Okay, one test I love doing, or demonstration, is a penetration. So to see how deep it sinks in, what kind of bite it has, and especially with these bigger chopping style buoys like this, and to see how how it feels in the hand, how much shock. Let's see how deep it goes in here. See how it feels. Look at that. That's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Man, that just sinks into that freaking log. Ugh. One more time. Man, look at that. Look at that. What a freaking beast of a freaking blade. All right, we're at this old dead, it was I think a mulberry tree here, really hard, rock hard. So let's go ahead and just take a piece off and take it off from here, chop it here and take this off, and just to check to see how the chop is and how the bite is and what kind of chunks we can get out of the log here, or out of the tree here. And mind you, this is already dead, hard, dried shit. So this isn't real soft and moist stuff. It's fairly dried out. So let's get to it. Yeah. And this thing, you can see it's wiggling pretty good. It's not a solid target here. It's moving around. which makes it a little harder to chop, but not for this bad boy though. Man, let me put you on this side so you guys can see the devastation, the damage it's doing here. So let's see, are you in there? Yeah, okay, perfect. So look at that, already taking big chunks of it out right here, man. Removing material, so let's keep going. Man, it just sinks in. Look at that. Very minimal effort, guys. Very, very minimal effort on swinging down. Just letting it drop, you know. And I'm feeling very little fatigue on the wrist. As a lot of people say, letting the tool do the work. And again, I'm only going at it from one side, guys, because I know the more efficient way would be going this way, then this way, you know, kind of hack at it on both sides. But I'm just showing it for demonstration purposes. I'm going to keep it on this side just so you guys can see what kind of damage this tool can do, even just showing the chunks flying out and everything. So, and that way I don't have to move the camera back and forth. But you see, man, it's getting through really, really easy. This thing is an absolute beast. I'm loving it so far. Look at that. Is that coming through? You guys seeing that? Yeah. Look at how much damage it's already going through. Like you can tell, this is wiggling and it's solid. Bam. Look at that. Loving this knife, guys. Loving this freaking knife. I'm telling you, man, don't sleep on these Chinese knives. It's not like it used to be. It's not like the 80s where Chinese was crap. Now Chinese is coming out with some really good high-end shit that, you know, it's your loss if you freaking have a bad, you know, I mean, whatever you want to do politically, I understand. But when it comes to quality, you're not looking at where it's made, just looking at strictly just quality and the fit and finish and all just everything around it that pertains to a super good knife. This has it. All right, let's see how it does with some finer work. I'm gonna get up in the choil here where it feels pretty damn balanced in the choil, but right here and we'll do some feather sticking. Oh man, like butter. Really comfortable. This upper position here, this little hump here, when you put your thumb over it, it feels just really, really comfortable. So it makes it feel like an extension of your arm. If your arm was made of metal, Terminator arm. This thing is awesome, dude. You guys see that? It's falling onto the log here, but a lot of the stuff, but easily make tinder with this. Easily. Look at that. Come on, guys. Check that out. Guys and gals, forget, so I have some subscribers are female, so I gotta think of everyone. But man, dude, look at that. You can't start a fire with that, then you don't need to be out there camping and starting fires. You need to be in the kitchen. Look at that. Easy. Just eating through that. Look how easy that just removes material. And it just, I mean, effortlessly. Just freaking, come on. This thing is such a chopping beast. I thought I'd do a little bit more chopping. I already did a couple of chopping demonstrations, but you know what? I gotta show you some more, man. This thing is just amazing. Absolutely amazing. That in frame? Yeah. You guys can probably hear that, how tough and dense this wood is. I mean, this isn't some soft pine, I'm telling you that right now. It's like hitting on cement. By the way, guys, this whole time, this handle's felt super comfortable in hand. No hot spots at all. This is probably one of the best handles I have ever felt. Being honest, just being truthful. The ergonomics of this handle are just amazing. Whether you go back here, choke up here and hit like that up close, or whether you slide back to the end, get more leverage. Bam! Look at that. And dude, take a look at this edge, guys. Flawless. No, ooh, gotta be careful, man. I almost cut myself. It's still razor sharp. This sucker definitely has the 60 rock hold hardness. The edge retention is just insane. Thing, no bowing, no warping, no nothing, no chipping. Perfect. All right, guys. Sorry I don't have a lot of logs or anything to demonstrate as far as for batoning. I don't have anything too. I either have stuff like this damn stump here, which I know I get told all the time in the comments, "Why did you try to bust through one of those stumps?" It's going to be a long, boring ass video to try to get through something that thick and that big, and most likely you're not going to accomplish it. So without being ridiculous, I don't mind doing bigger logs, but I don't have much. I'll have stuff like this, you know, like little small pieces. But I got good news. I do have a buddy that's going to be giving me, he chopped down a tree, and he has a lot of medium-sized branches that he's going to use me, so give me so I could use for my demonstrations. So with that being said, you know, for batoning, this thing's going to be amazing. It's going to be freaking amazing. All that real estate, all that length. But, and the heat treat so far has been on point. But just to show you something, I'll do this little log here. You know, break something down, right? Better than doing nothing. Look at that. Splitting it like nothing. All right, let's break it up one more time. You gotta be careful because this sucker is sharp, man. You could have a really bad accident with something like that. But this thing would not be forgiving if you accidentally slipped and hit your, oops, ah, damn it, hit your hand with it. So. All right, let's try one more piece here. What a beast. What an absolute freaking beast. Let's give it some throws at the log. See how this thing flies. It's freaking humongous, man. But so far, so good. No issues at all. Held up amazingly, this freaking beast. Just a badass knife. And I have a feeling it's gonna fly good because the balance is just really nice. Let's give it some throws. Let's check it out. You guys are in there. Yep, you guys can see, right? All right. You guys hear that thud? Man, look at that freaking beast. Wow. All right, let's, and it's in there. Look at that. Let's give it another throw here. All right, I'll get you guys a little closer. Okay. Bam. Again, like a boing, 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 boing. All right, let's take it out without taking that out. Okay. Last time. One more throw. Because it's fun. This beast is fun to throw. There it goes. Ooh, that barely stuck. I barely hit it, but it's thick, and that'll definitely test the tip. All right, let's take a look at this tip together in real time. Straight as a freaking arrow. No issues at all. Man, this thing is just amazing. I love this knife. All right, for the last little demonstration, we're going to do some downward stabbing. So it does have this little portion here to put your thumb up on, and it feels pretty comfortable. So we're going to stab down here at the log and just to see how it feels in the hand. If anything feels like it's sliding, you know, so you do got this little integrated choil here, so you're not going to
slide on the blade, but you can always put your thumb up like this. Let's see how it does. Oh man, what a beast. Put that up a little bit more. All right, try it again. Dang, and it sticks, because it isn't a cute tip, so man, it sticks in there freaking deep. It feels really good coming down too. Your hand doesn't slip with this texturing, this checkering here. With this texture pattern here in the handle, it just stays nice and grippy. It doesn't slide or anything like that. And let's take a look at that tip again. Flawless, no bending, no nothing. Absolutely perfect condition. Love it.
All right, that concludes my review of this what do they call it, the Big Butcher Boy, Boyi. Freaking fantastic, man. I love this freaking thing. I love it. It's just bitching for the size of it. Man, if you guys see, it held up absolutely freaking amazing. The sheath, perfect, flawless sheath, no rattle, no roll. I mean, you could rock this thing inverted. You're not gonna have to worry about the slipping out. Nice lockup. I mean, just amazing sheath. The blade itself, no damage at all. I don't even see that much scraping from batoning and chopping. Nothing. I don't even see any like marks on it, really. Look at that. I didn't do nothing to it. I didn't touch it. It just showing you right now after doing the last stabbing demonstration. Freaking amazing, amazing. The edge retention. Let's just see if it still has. This nut, and I'm doing it right where I was. Right, you guys see it. I'm doing it right here, right where I was hitting, right where I was chopping. Oh my god, this thing is just freaking badass. Look at that. Right where I was chopping that tree, chopping that log, all that stuff. I mean, this thing is amazing. Absolutely amazing. The quality on this is, I would put this any freaking day up to any $1,000 Bowie, $1,500 Bowie, you know. And this thing I think was like I think it was right around $200, like right under $200 is what you can get this for. For the price of this, and look at this thing, it's freaking amazing. I love it. And then, like I said, and then I mean, it's nimble. It's not too thick. It's perfect thickness. The fit and finish, the quality. I'm telling you, dude, China's coming out with some amazing shit, amazing stuff, man. I have nothing but positive things to say about this. Nothing but positive things. I mean, just everything all the way around. It's just nothing came loose. The handle's nice and tight. I love it. Absolutely love it. With that being said, I'm going to be selling this one. If you're interested, I'm going to do another knife sale probably shortly, maybe in a few days here. I'll do another knife sale. This will be a part of it unless you want to reach out now to me. Let me know if you want this. I'm asking $240 shipped, because that's what it kind of cost me to get it here. You know, it was $200 plus shipping, and it cost coming from China, and so they had that in there. So I just want to get what I got for it. I only did use it this one time in the demonstration. And you might be asking, why are you said you just love it. What the hell? Why are you freaking selling? Why are you selling that? You freaking, what's going on? What's the catch? I bought 2 of these. I bought 2 because even if this thing didn't hold up that well, I love the look of it, and I was gonna use one for just display, just to pull it out, because it's one of those like elephant in the room type of knives. Like, oh shit, what the hell? Look at that freaking Bowie knife. So I bought 2, hoping, and I had a really super high hopes. I would have bet money that this thing would have been great, because I've had other knives from this manufacturer and it's just flawless like this. So I was like, I bet you this is gonna have any difference. So I ordered 2 of them, one for use, and then one for display. But I started thinking, you know what? I need to start getting, again, for guys, I got to start bringing other knives in for the channel, and I don't have unlimited funds to keep buying these. So I figured I'd do a demonstration with this. And as you saw, held up flawlessly, no issues at all. And then I'll let it go, you know, catch and release. And then I have one for collecting. So I have one that I'll keep in my hutch for collecting purposes, because I just love it, and just for myself. And then this one I was gonna keep to use, but I got so many user blades now. I gotta start rotating them out. So interested, $240 shipped to your door. Let me know. And yeah, that's why I said, because by the time I ship this out, and guys, we're gonna have to, like I said before, we're gonna have to talk. If it's back east, if you're like in New York, Massachusetts, Rhode Island area, you guys are gonna have to help with shipping, man. Like this thing is gonna cost an arm and a leg to ship. So that being said, if you're within you know, some of the mid states, or California or Utah, Washington, okay, then the 240 will stay. But if I have to pay $60 to get this out to you, you're gonna have to help me a little bit with that. So but yeah, so that being said, if you want it, it's gonna be $240 shipped, and maybe a little bit, tiny bit more. I'm not gonna charge normally. I'll let you know. I'll show you the shipping charges, and we'll split it from there. That'll be to wherever you are if you are back east, not out of the country, of course. You know, because that's be too much money to spend for me, and I don't want to hassle all the paperwork and customs and everything. So, but yeah, freaking bitching. Highly recommend it. Just an all around, just freaking super badass knife. Woo! Nothing else I could say. Freaking stoked. Love this thing. All right. That's it for this one. Please like, subscribe, share, and until next knife, gun, or whatever.